Everyone has so many questions about credit and your finances and your money, and we're going to help you today. Wendy Terrill is here. She is the owner of Assurance and Guarantee. How are you?
Good, nice.
Hey, Wendy, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
This is a great topic, and it's a difficult topic for most of us because credit can be so problematic, right?
Yes.
Getting good credit.
Yes, absolutely.
So it is Get Smart About Credit Day. What does that mean?
So it's time to get smart about what it is that affects your credit the most and the things that you can do to increase it the quickest.
Okay, so let's talk about debt versus credit available.
So debt versus credit available. FICO is one of the world's most largest used credit reports, and they state that no more than 30% of your amount needs to be, you need to have no more than 30% debt.
Okay, so if your available credit.
So if your available credit was $100,
yes,
then you should spend no more than 30. If it was $1,000, no more than 300.
And it seems to be most Americans, if they have a credit card, they spend up to their limit.
Yes.
You're saying that's not a good idea.
No, never.
But people, what if you can't afford it, right? What if you need your credit card just to survive? You're buying groceries, gas for your car. Is there anything you can do?
Well, spend it, pay it down as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, talk about that and making payments on time. Why is that so important? Like missing a payment can really...
People do not understand how important this is. So think of it like a friend that you go and you borrow money from and you tell them, I'm going to pay you on Friday, and you don't, right? That affects the way they perceive you, right? Your character has been diminished, right? And it's the same way in the financial world. When you sign a contract stating that I'm going to make a payment on a specific day and you don't do it, it really affects your credit score. People don't realize it can affect your credit score 90 to 110 points for a missed payment.
What? Just a missed payment?
Just one?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
It's extremely important.
Okay.
What if you want to extend your credit limit? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It can be a good thing in the way you go about it. So if you've had those faithful payments that you've done on time, you can go to existing credit card companies that you already have and ask them to extend your credit. And most of the time they will, because you've shown yourself to have good character.
And it's a good thing if you don't use that extra credit, right?
Yes, yes, because then your debt ratio is lowered. So if you increase your credit amount, then your debt ratio is automatically lowered. So that's of course a good thing. The bad way to go about it is to open new credit card accounts.
Yeah.
You don't want to open a lot of new credit card accounts. That will affect your credit rating in a negative way.
Okay.
So we hear you have a quiz for us.
We do.
All
yes.
right. Shall we start with question 1? We are ready with our A, B's, and C's. Where shall we begin? Let's start with our first question. Okay, what's the easiest way to build credit if you have a low credit score or have been denied credit? A, have someone add you as an additional user on their account. B, swipe your card more. Or C, ask to have your credit limit increased.
Well, okay.
I'm going to go C. Is that what you said too?
Yeah, C.
What's the answer?
A.
So A, have someone add you as an additional user on their account.
Why is that the best choice?
So if you have poor credit yourself, most likely you're not going to have someone extend credit to you.
Right.
But if you have someone who has good credit that's willing to put you on as an additional user, it automatically makes that account on your credit report.
Oh, but see, can that be bad news for that person?
It can. It can. So yes.
All right, let's go to the next question. What do we have? How long does a late payment stay on your credit report? Is it 1 year, 3 years, or 7 years? Ooh. When in doubt,
yeah, I'm going with C too.
Absolutely.
7 years.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
People do not realize. Yes, yes.
They are out to get us.
I know.
I mean, that's a
it really is
proposition unless you're super wealthy.
It really is a very important thing that people do not understand how important it is to make those payments on time.
Which makes it even more important that we don't overextend ourselves and know that we can't make those payments.
Right.
I think that's
absolutely.
the
key. All right, one more question. What do we got? What one thing affects your credit score most? Length of your credit history, a late payment, or applying for more credit? Ooh. I'm going to say, well, given what we've been talking about, I'm going to say a late payment.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, Okay, we got that right. But that's not good news, right? I mean, even if you're a day or two late.
It doesn't
that
matter if
window,
it's
yeah.
a late payment, it's a late payment. But I will tell you a little secret. You can ask for a one-time goodwill for them to write it off, and they're not indebted to do it for you in any way, shape, or form. But if you normally make your payments on time and you just happen to miss one, you can ask for a goodwill adjustment, and sometimes they will do that for you.
Wow. Do they report it every time? So if you miss a day, do they all report it immediately?
You mean if you missed every one of your credit cards
Yeah.
by a date? Yes, they all report individually.
Well, that's not good news for us.
If you've learned nothing today, it is don't make late payments. Pay on time.
Absolutely.
Thank
Oh,
you
Wendy.
so much, Wendy. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
What an education.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, coming up next.